Hi everyone. Hi Jocelyn, thanks for joining. I do love seeing that unicorn. Cheers me up every time. How are we all doing this week? Sorry, I just had a slight panic that my little one wasn't in bed an hour after his bedtime, but apparently he fell asleep downstairs, so it's all good. Hey Megan, how are you? Are you still feeling impostery? Or have you remembered how awesome a writer you are? Yay! I got a little pop.
There we go. Hi. Yay. How
See?
are you today?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's a Tuesday.
It is.
Hang on,
That's true.
hair or something in my eye.
And you are not normally here on a Tuesday.
I know. I was like working hard all day. Sorry, I have hair
Okay.
or something in my eye.
Have you got it?
No. Anyway, hello. Yes, I'm usually not here on Tuesdays. Well, used to be, but then I couldn't. And then I'm like, maybe I could, and maybe I will try. And so today was like, I think I can. I need to get in all the words. And so I think it's possible. And here I am. I asked you if it was okay.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Yay! And I'm so glad you're here. And I'm sorry your hair is
know.
bothering you.
I know. I think I got it this time.
That's good.
Okay.
Hi, Gwen. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Gwen. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Megan. Allergies? No. Hair. I just had a random, it's probably stuck in my glasses. I hate when that happens. Yeah. I really need to switch back to my contacts. I'm like, I have not worn them in forever. Do you wear contacts or anything, Ellie?
No.
So now when I go back to wearing them, I have to go through probably like a little schedule, to use the British word, schedule, to, yes, to get used to them again. I hate that. Like, why do we have to get used to things? Why can't we just switch to anything we want anytime? I just, I hate following directions. Anyway, Megan, I'll let you know after the sprint, since I'll be making edits. She's editing. That's awesome. And she'll let us know how she's doing. Is that what she's saying?
Let us know whether the imposter syndrome has disappeared again or not.
Yes. She shouldn't have any imposter syndrome. She's doing great.
She should not.
But I know we all veer in and out of it so easily. Hey, Tisha!
Yes.
Did we get our unicorn? Yes, we did. Unicorn from Jocelyn.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you, Jocelyn. She always is the first one, and she sends us a unicorn every time. Love it. It's our thing. Gotta have these little inside group things, our little jokes.
Right.
So what's been new with you since Saturday? Anything interesting happening? We'll leave the world of the news aside. Anything else interesting happened to you since Saturday?
I don't think so.
Yeah, same.
I don't, like our week is fun and stuff, but it's pretty much the same every week. Charlie's been very happy about going to nursery this week. That's been nice.
Oh, that's been good. A little break for you.
No more crying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you get to do your walks? You've been doing your walking?
No, I haven't been doing that. We got out Sunday. Me and my eldest went out for a walk Sunday.
Nice.
Because the weather was super nice, but it's been grey and miserable here, so I haven't been doing it so much.
Well, guess what? We're twinning today then, because it's grey and miserable here. Yes. Yes. I wonder if I could show you. I don't know if it would. I don't know. I don't know if you can see, but it's grey and miserable. Trust me. And it's cold. Do you get are your rains cold? Like, it's not just that it's cold outside, but like just the rain when it hits you, it's all cold. Yeah. Yucky.
Yeah. It's not fun to walk in.
No.
It'd be nice when we get some nice weather. We did have nice weather quite a bit last week, and I didn't get out in most of it, which was annoying. But the walk Sunday was very nice.
Oh, that's great. Beautiful where Tisha is.
Yay!
Yay. That's cool. Finally. Tennessee must be really green about this time of year, because I drove through Tennessee a long time ago on a little Thelma and Louise girls trip across country with a friend, and driving through Tennessee, like everything was just so like trees for miles and so green, and it was nice. So you're probably getting really green now, huh, Tisha without an R. You have to let us know.
My mother-in-law's called Trisha.
Yeah,
And I have an aunt Trisha.
you should put a Trisha
People
in your
just
book.
don't have a lot of variety in their names. We've got a million Johns in our family. It's ridiculous.
Johns.
Yeah.
Are they
full of them.
ever at a family dinner at the same time and you have to like differentiate?
Not often, thankfully. I had an Uncle John on my dad's side. I've got an Uncle John on my mum's side. My brother-in-law's name's John. On my sister's, that's my sister's husband. And then my father-in-law, as in my husband's father, was also John. So, yeah, that was like 4 different sections of the family. So they didn't quite meet, but there's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Well,
If
that
you ever
was
meet
good.
a man in our family, you can just guess at John, and there's a fairly good chance you might be right. You know?
50-50.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. We don't have a lot of repetition in our family. We're all individuals. All right. So it's 4:07. What is everyone working on? What are you working on, Allie? What's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I
Ah,
haven't decided. I'm thinking about quirks. Like, people, readers like characters with quirks and things.
well, what would you say your quirk is? Like if somebody
Mine.
said, there's Allie and her quirk is like, what would you say? What would you all in the chat say your own quirk is? Let's get some ideas blooming here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, my character has a cat, so that was a thing. I don't know. I don't know. Do I have a quirk?
But is a
I'm
cat
annoying.
a quirk?
Does that count?
Maybe if they did something with the cat would be a quirk. Like we had this cat.
Yeah, that's...
Did you have your cat
Sorry.
doing something? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just like, the cat was just like, because breeders like cats. But I was thinking I kind of need to give my characters some more quirks and make them all more individually and quirky. And
Well, like in America here, there is this commercial, which I happen to love. I don't know if anyone's seen it. And you probably haven't seen it over where you are, Allie, because it's a big, giant GMC truck commercial that I know you all don't have huge trucks over there. Pickup trucks, right? Like there's pickup
Yeah.
trucks, but they're just different.
yeah,
So it's this truck commercial, and usually it would be like a guy and his dog, but it's a guy and his cat, and his cat is doing all the same things a dog would do. And he just, goes along. It's a normal part of his day. And everyone's like around him going like, what the heck? Why is this cat like doing these doggish things? And, you think it's perfectly normal. He thinks everyone's looking at the truck, But to him, the cat's just doing these things that are perfectly normal to him.
when we were out for our walk on Sunday, I was like, oh my gosh, look, there's like a tiny dog coming towards us. Like, there was a couple of people walking, and they had what looked like, from a distance, a tiny, tiny dog. And then we got a few steps closer, and I'm like, that's a cat. They're taking their cat for a walk on a lead. That is not something you see around here at all.
You don't see that hardly ever, but I think it's the greatest thing. If I could have trained any of my cats to take a walk on a leash.
It was not a well-trained leash cat, put it that way, because it kind of got up to us, and me and my son were just like, oh my god, it's that cat, and just like moving around the cat, giving space, because we're not friendly with strangers, but we were adoring the cat, and the cat was just kind of frozen and staring at us, and then staring at the bit of woodland, and we got all the way out of sight around the corner, and that cat had not moved and was not going any further. And it did not matter what those two people with it were doing. That cat was not going. It wanted to go in the woodland and chase the squirrels.
Which cat wouldn't? I mean, come on.
Right?
Let's be honest. And let's be honest, you cannot really train a cat. Like, they might let you think you've trained them for a short bit, but secretly Charlie. They're laughing behind your back, you know. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a cat for you. I don't know. I just, see. So there you go. You have somebody with a cat.
Yeah.
You can give the cat and him a quirk, or him or her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Morningstar, we've got to come back to this little comment here. You're finishing the turtle tank and then drafting. What are you doing with your turtle tank?
Did she have one before, or did she get a new one, or something interesting, or cleaning the turtle tank? We'll have to figure that out. I don't recall her talking about turtles before, but
No,
I think she had
don't
fish or something, though, right?
know. Tell me all about it, Morningstar.
Megan loves that commercial too. Thanks, Megan. I knew you would like it, Megan. My cat lady friend. Like my friend whose name was Dog. Oh, no, like my friend whose sister's name was Dog. No lie.
But then just under it says she walked him like a dog. So should there have been a cat there? My sister's cat name was Dog?
She said friend. Come on now. Jocelyn, don't change your story now. Like my friend whose sister's name was Dog.
Right. She's explained at the bottom. I know someone who named their cat Dog and walked him like a dog.
Okay. Thanks for
That's
clarifying.
awesome.
Yeah. No, that is cute. I mean,
because if you're going to take a cat out for a walk, you want to be calling it Dog the whole time and really, really confuse everyone you meet.
And really piss off the cat.
Yeah.
See, that calls the cat Puppy. The cat I meant. Yes.
Oh,
where's that?
That's adorable.
Steve the turtle cleaning. 100% me trained and has me trained. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true with cats. But like, there could be a silly thing. Like, I remember my dad, God rest his soul, that he had those old, he loved the old, like it came in a cup shaving soap, and then you went like this with a brush and lathered. And then he always, next to him while he shaved, had a cup of water, and the cat would get on the counter and sit there watching him shave and drink from the cup. So, I mean, just like that's quirky, right? Like you could have a sexy billionaire in your story, but then, there's just this little quirky thing. When he shaves, he has to have the old, I'm going to put this in a book now someday, but you can take it too, Ellie. When he's shaving with the old shaving cream stuff, and the cat just happens to be standing there licking his paws and licking the water out of the glass next to him on the counter in the bathroom.
And there was no shaving foam in that water, right? Because that just sounds disgusting.
Probably not. But I mean, it was perfectly normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To this billionaire who can afford anything and happens to love his shaving companion. Anyway, I don't know how we get on some of these topics. Okay, her name is Dream, but my son still calls her Puppy. That's the cat.
That's so cute.
It is. Well, they can have middle names. We have middle names for our dog. I have like 3 different middle names.
Wow.
How about you? What do you call your dog?
Well, his name is Billy, but mostly we call him Puppy. But he is a dog that we call Puppy, not a cat.
Well, I
mean, so it's not quite as fun.
They're forever puppies and kitties, though,
right?
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like our children. They're forever our kids, even if they're almost 6 feet tall now. What?
Charlie tells me I can't call him baby. He's like, no, Shay. And I'm like, I mean,
Shay?
Sure, baby. You're totally Charlie. Yeah, Shay is how he says his name.
Aww.
At the moment. But he's like, I'm like, baby, come here. And he's like, no, Shay.
Wow. He's like demanding.
Baby.
No, my kids understand they're always my baby forever and ever and ever. There's no, Anyway.
I swear nursery have told him that he's not baby, that he's Charlie. Because when he started at nursery, if you asked him his name, he said baby. And we do not call him baby constantly. We call him Charlie a lot. But he was just like, his name was baby as far as he was concerned. So I think nursery have sat him down and explained that he's not baby, he's Charlie. So now if I call him baby, he's like, no, I'm not baby, I'm Charlie. And I'm like, I mean, that's just rude.
Yeah, they should have asked you first, or
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Aw. They try to make them grow up too fast.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's right up Allie's corner, which is a dragon named Dog. Yes.
I've seen that one, Gwen. That was hilarious. Well worth a share.
Won't tell you all the names. My brother's dogs. Cat Demon or Satan's Cat. Yeah, we've had a couple of those. Come on, baby. Well, very good. Well, I am going to get all the words. I'm going to name it and claim it. I'm going to get lots of words this morning. Yesterday I did. This morning I intended to, but got lost in my document, trying to figure out where I had left off yesterday because nothing was looking the same. I don't know what the hell happened, but I eventually found it. But it took the whole 45 minutes to find what I was doing. So I do want words this afternoon. So that's what we're going to do.
Cool.
And you too, Alan.
Right.
You got your doc open and decide what book you're working on and all that.
I think I might go into book one and fiddle with some bits.
Megan's comment is funny. Eek, Z, stressful. I know, right? And I was organizing yesterday. Like I wrote all those words. Then I started putting them into the order that I wanted them in. And then I couldn't find them today. Like they were there, but I also had all this other, like all my beats and all this other, an extra plot that I wasn't sure which plot I was like. It was just a jumbled mess. So then I was trying to figure it all out. Anyway, but I like Megan's comment. Yes. Yeah.
The thing is, Megan, it's not like he didn't answer to his name. He totally answered to his name. He just didn't know his name. I don't even know because we told him he was Charlie repeatedly. And every time we were like, who's this? He's like, baby.
Well, maybe on the other end to the teacher, he said, baby. Like he's going Shay to you. He's going baby to them. And they're like, we got to teach this kid a little thing or two.
I
know. But...
And he claps. Like, that's why I think it's a nursery thing because he's like, baby Shay. And I'm like, I think they've tried to explain to him he's Charlie. And he has not grasped that. He's just gone with baby Shay.
Aww. He's so dang cute.
Right?
I love when they're cute. I can give him back to you when he's not so cute.
Never going to happen. He's always adorable.
24/7, huh, Allie?
Yeah, you should hear the screaming. It's the cutest thing ever.
I'll pass. All right. Let's get into writing. Let's get it done, people. It's Tuesday. It's already March, for heaven's sake. We have 10 months left of the year. All right, let's get into it. We've talked long enough. Let's do it. We'll do a real quick 20. We'll do a quick 5 in between and get right into the next 20. Got to keep on schedule and we'll keep on going. Get everyone going today.
That's right.
We're going to give everyone marching orders today. Okay, let's do it. We'll see you guys in 20. Okay.
See you in 20. are we doing? How did you get on in that sprint?
We are back. Let me see. What'd you do, Allie? What'd you end up doing?
I started to read through my first book. I quite like how I started it.
Now that you've had some time away, you like the way you started it?
Yeah. Now I just got to try and make the rest of it as good as the beginning. Just that little thing, you know.
Well, I did 396 words. That's a good start.
Great job.
Yes. I actually am writing the last chapter, which is not chronological. It's just, I thought I would try. You know what? In a happy world where they're happy and end up happy and everything is happy.
Happy.
Happy ever after. That what would that look like? Not even like, I mean, clearly I have this all, I wouldn't say outlined, but I've got my beats. I know what's happening in the story. And so, just kind of took a stab at it because, sometimes we get through the book and we don't get to the end and we're rewriting all the beginning and then rushing the end. We've heard that tip, I think, from Willow Winters.
Really, Z? Really? Is that what some of us do? Is that what I'm doing right this second?
Got to move on, Allie. No, everybody has their process. No, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to start at the end. I'd gone through looking at my whole outline, trying to decide where I wanted to jump in today. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try. I knew where they were going to end up at the end, where they physically were, the location and all that. So
now, is that like when you get a new book and you just have to know how it ends, so you read the end first?
Yeah, I did that all the time. When I was doing physical books, like buying physical books, that's what I would do. Stand in the bookstore, look at the cover, kind of flip it around, read a little of the covers. Yeah, it's a nice cover. Whatever. Look at the jacket, skim through it. Look at the back jacket, see if there was an author photo, and then go to the last page and see, if the last page seemed like it was interesting, then I'd kind of flip through the pages and I might buy it. I don't know. But now with ebooks, I don't do that.
Like everyone says about how you've got to make that first sentence a real hook. They should have mentioned about how you've got to make that last page a real hook for all the people who read the end first.
That's very true. Oh my gosh, you had a major breakthrough today. I love this. So, no, it's so true though, Allie. I think you're onto something. At the end of every chapter, I try to do that. I try to at the end of every chapter, I try to have that point of view, have that little, even if it's just a paragraph or two or a couple sentences, they just have a little introspection about what's happened and what they feel like coming up next, and end it on that little cliffy hanger kind of ending at each chapter that makes you want to turn the page and go, I got to know what's going to happen next now. Well, think about it at the end, we painstakingly go through what is that great final sentence. And you know what's always so interesting? Wait until you get your audiobook done, Allie, and somebody is reading it to you and putting just the right tone on those ending sentences at the end of each chapter. It's been pretty cool to listen to. So,
that's awesome.
So, Allie, how about on this next 20 minutes, you go to your last chapter? I dare you. I dare you go to your last chapter. You've written your last chapter. It's just the middle, right? Or no, you've written that.
No, it's the end bit I haven't got. And I want to go all the way through because I want to make sure the story actually develops how it should have done from the beginning. And it doesn't. And I know there are bits where it doesn't. So I want to go through and fix those bits.
So what do you think? Do you think you could write a last paragraph though? And if you, now you're writing a series that is going to have a happy for now at the end of book one or happy ever after at the end of book one?
It's going to have, I don't think it's going to have like a marriage proposal because I don't think the relationship's going to be in that place, but it's going to have it's likely that they're going to be happy ever after, but they're just like the epilogue might be like 6 months down the line and he's proposing or something.
Are they going to say I love you, or had they already, do you think, before the last chapter, before the epilogue, the last chapter?
I'm not sure. Originally, to be honest, the end was going to be just them going out on like the first date. And I don't think I moved a huge amount away from that. So I don't think they're at the I love you stage, but they are at the I'm willing to take a chance on this relationship stage and see where it goes.
Let's write that as
So,
your last paragraph, your last sentence. Fiddle with the last sentence, you know. They could have some saying between each other, like, you know, I'd go paint a wall with you to take a cue from one of Megan's little stories. You know what I mean? Like, or
yeah.
I'd go, are you ready for our date? Yep. Let's go lick some lollipops together. I don't know.
That just sounds dirty.
It might not be so dirty depending on your couple. I don't know. I don't
Maybe.
know. I'm just
No, I need to
exaggerating.
fix the bits. I need
But
to
don't-
fix it. And put
I don't
stuff
want
in.
you to think that I'm pressuring you to write your whole last chapter that you've been trying not to because you want to go to book 2. But just, you know, it might be kind of fun to think about that last paragraph.
But that's the problem. I can't get it until I've got the earlier bits. I just can't get where they're going to be at and where their relationship is. So
no lollipops for Allie. Okay. Okay, Allie.
that's just dirty. It's just wrong.
See, Megan says the paint scene is still a favorite
Yeah.
one. So cool. The one where she can't stand him and her car breaks down. I don't know. I was going backwards. See, I thought I'm not going to start way up there where we're missing all the chat. I'm going to start at the end. Okay, so now we have to think. The one where she can't stand him and her car breaks down. Yeah. And they end up having sex in the front seat of the car anyway. I don't know what Morningstar is referring to. So now we do have to go back. Can we have a session where we don't look at every single chat? Would you like be able to not look at the chat at all and just
No.
let people have their talk? Or do you have to look at the chat? Like, are you like...
There are words. I have to read them.
It's like her own little book.
Yep. It's just how it
poor,
goes.
poor Gwen is running onto our sleep. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
that's no good.
Yes.
Hope you can get some rest, Gwen.
All right. Well, we were already behind because we had a long chat to start with. So let's jump into our second 20. But don't spend too much time reading back through the chat, Allie. Go do your thing.
Okay.
Okay. And what's that thing going to be?
Carrying on.
Carrying on. Okay. Are we ready? Let's go write some more.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys in 20.
See you in 20. How'd we all do that time?
Hello. I got 238. Smith
Very
and
nice.
Anderson. Nice. Okay. I'm writing a couple FBI agents, so thank you. I need names. I hate naming people. Just, especially if they're side characters, and I don't know.
It helps if you have a spreadsheet so that you can check you haven't used the same starting letter too often.
I know. I do like that too, for sure. For sure. Smith Johnson, Stephen Stone, and Benjamin Anderson. But those seem like really nice names, and like these are bad FBI guys. So like I need them to sound like evil.
See, Anderson. Anderson is totally evil FBI. He's out of the Matrix, right?
I don't know. I never watched them, so I don't have that connotation.
Oh my gosh! See, there's a film I've seen that you haven't seen. That is not how that normally goes.
I know. And wasn't there like a lot of blood and gore and guns in that show?
In the Matrix.
Yeah.
There were a lot of guns. I don't remember a huge amount of blood and gore.
Oh, you don't like guns? Oh, okay. I thought you.
Oh, guns are fun.
We know you don't like blood and stuff, so. You'll watch a movie like The Matrix with guns, but you won't watch Game of Thrones. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Really? There was a lot more brutality in Game of Thrones.
But not every minute. There was a lot more to Game of Thrones than just that. I don't know.
I have to take your word for it.
But with your dragon, your love of dragons, I'm just shocked. I will carry that shock with me till I die. That you never watched Game of Thrones, bringing the dragon. Like they flew on dragons, Allie. They flew on them.
Yeah.
And they did it really well. Like it was really good
Oh,
CGI, really good, or whatever they did.
That's good.
I know. How about that cute little unicorn picture I sent you the other day?
Oh, I love that. With the little kids?
It was an actual pony dressed up to look like a real unicorn.
That's awesome. Those kids are never going to be convinced that there's no magic in the world because their whole life they'll be like, I've touched a unicorn. You cannot tell me there are no such things.
Well, when you're the Kardashians, the rest of their life is full of unicorns. So they can afford anything.
Yeah.
That was cute, though. It did make me like, wish I had a tiny little girl to spoil like that. That was cute.
Yeah.
They are Kardashians. They are the unicorns. Yes. Raise your hand if you write the acknowledgments for your books. I think I actually skipped a couple books writing acknowledgments, but then I went back this last one and wrote a more general one to include everything and everybody. It's just one of those things I completely forgot. Didn't intend to. But I actually already wrote the acknowledgments for upcoming books.
I think the acknowledgments will be fairly similar between books.
Yeah, it depends. But there might be more specific people who help you or something, But I decided that I was going to...
You'd have like the main bit and then like a personalized like sentence or two per book or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But then, it's not required that you have acknowledgments. But I do think like your first book definitely should have acknowledgments because it was a long journey for any of us to get that first book out. So like, I think that's like more meaningful to me to see acknowledgments on a debut book than it is to see acknowledgments for somebody who's been in the business 20 years and written 50 books. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like at some point, I don't know, does it get kind of like, I don't know. Would you think somebody, every book, 50 books, Sally?
I mean, I would literally just copy and paste the acknowledgements page, and if there'd been like a change of editor or a change of someone or something, then maybe I'd put in like slight differences. And then like if you, for example, change genres, you might thank the person that pushed you to change genres or whatever. So like there might be the occasional book where they were really worth redoing and whatever, but no, I would mostly just expect that they're copy and paste.
have to look now whenever I read a book if there's, if they have acknowledgments every time.
I think some authors do, but like some authors seem to have an unrelenting pool of creativity and funnies to pull from for every single thing that they write. And I'm deeply, deeply envious of those authors. And they just seem to write funny stuff everywhere and have new words for all the things. And I'm just like, how do you have the energy for new words all the time? It's magic.
It is. Some people have magic.
They do.
Or it's
and
just...
I bet they ride on unicorns.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that one. But I just kind of... The last couple times I was in a rush, and so I just never got around to doing the acknowledgments. I did go back after the fact, though, and add them in when I was uploading something to correct something or whatever. Like I had this one reader. I love when readers reach out to me. And this one reader in my second book was so kind. She sent me like a list of like things she found, because there's things that we always find no matter what. And I was like, a couple of those I hadn't even known that were, missing a word or whatever. It's usually missing words. And she then became on my beta team. But like, that's the kind of person who should be acknowledged,
Yeah.
And I just, I don't know, I just completely forgot. So it's just one of those things that I would remember to add in. So anyway, what I was trying to get to was, earlier today I had set up, when I put some cool resources, free resources, on the Facebook group that showed like how to format the inside of a book, front matter and back matter on Word.
Yeah.
And I took a look at what Bethany put on hers, and because she actually was like, because a lot of people say, oh, put this in your front matter, put this in your back matter. But she was actually like, did you know that like as traditional publishing, this and this is usually expected, blah, 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 blah. I thought that was really fascinating. So anyway, I went ahead and set up the shell for the next few books. So I actually have the shell all done, and I left a placeholder for acknowledgments and stuff. So now this time, as I go, when people come up that were special to that particular book, I can put them in.
Like my first book acknowledgements is going to be like, I want to thank Z, and I want to thank Megan, and I want to thank Kate, and I want to thank all the people who've been on my YouTube channel. Just blather, because why not?
Yeah. I do like this too. Some authors, like Gwen is saying, will talk about thought process behind the book, or what got them. You'll block them. What got them to to get to that point to write, and how'd they come up with that story or whatnot. Yeah.
That sounds more like just writing another book.
Another little 2-page book. Gosh darn it. Go away, Hannah. Are you making Hannah go away?
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. And another.
Oh, God.
Very weird. Maybe that's a sign we have to go into our final 20.
Yes.
I hope you're all working with us. We're working. Let's do it. We believe in you all. Make this final sprint. Yeah, make this final sprint count.
Yeah.
See you in 20.
Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I've been full of the bots. How did we all do that time?
Hello. Check out my gum. chewing my gum. I'm anxious these days, so I just feel like gum helps me. It's like,
Fair enough.
you know, you get those, I chew extra gum. Brand plug, extra gum.
See, they ought to pay us.
I know, right?
Product placement.
I would be the best brand person. Let me see. I gotta highlight my words. See what I got here. What'd you get out?
Oh yeah, Justin. I've got up to chapter 4.
Nice.
Quite happy with this book.
Chapter 4, second book? First book.
No, first book.
So you're happy that you went back and you know, got feeling like, wait a minute, this actually sounds good. No imposter syndrome, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with the first bit. It's after about chapter 8 or 9.
The messy middle. Okay, let's see. Highlighted my words. 541 that time. That's good. There was a bit of dialogue in that one, so that went a little bit faster for me.
Great.
Yay. All right. Enough of that. What did everyone else get? Let's see what they're doing. Better than usual for Jocelyn Carter.
That's awesome, Justin.
Wish I could stay around, but I have to head out. Thanks for being here, Anne 308. Yay.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Little ones interrupting. I know. And you talked about Morningstar. Started working on outlining. Yes, Morningstar said she was working with Plotter today.
Ooh, how's that been going, Morningstar?
An idea, so free writing. Morningstar, is that an idea for something new or a current book you are working on? Megan's almost finished with all the little edits. Bye, Anne.
Is that for book 1 again, Megan?
1 or 2? No, she hasn't sent 2 off yet, right? This one?
I don't remember.
No, she's got 1 up. She's got 1 up already on pre-order, so maybe she's done with 1 and she's editing 2. I don't know.
Is it which book are you editing? Which book are you doing the little edits on, Megan?
Oh, Morningstar has an erotica.
Awesome.
That's great. Are you going to switch, do a different pen name, Morningstar? You got to let us know. Because we're nosy.
If you're really good at it, can I hire you to write my sex scenes that I don't want to write?
I know, right? Why aren't we like doing this little, I don't know, what would you call it? A co-op. Whoever's super great at sex scenes, they get to write all those. Whoever is super good at describing things, they get to write all those. Really good at dialogue, that's your jam. And like and whoever can masterfully put everything together into beats and chapters and scenes, like, you know, just start a company.
Yeah.
Jocelyn, 254.
Excuse me.
Fine.
Oh, that's really good, Justin.
Yay,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yay. Morningstar, different pen name. If I let
Yeah.
anyone read it, I know. Aren't we so funny? It's like in this day and age when we should all be like free to explore and whatever. But we're still like, oh, if I write anything spicy, I'm just not going to let anybody know, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know there are some people now who have taken on this whole writing sex scenes for other authors. So I think that's very awesome because there are so many authors who don't want to do it.
Somebody specifically started a business for that?
Or they're offering it as a service. I'm not sure.
Wow. I would like to know what that is. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't think what group I found it in now. It's probably Project X.
It's tough. I'm trying to evolve mine to be less like he did this and this went there and all that kind of stuff. And then there's a little internal thought, and then they have a major kissing or whatever, and then there's some more of he did this. And it's like, I want to be more like, oh, and their internal like I was reading Pippa's in this book, you know. She has like one major scene where they go at it in the woods. And no spoiler alert, sorry. But you know, and it's very descriptive, but yet it's not. And it's like, I don't know, you know, that kind of like talent. She's been writing for eons. Of course, she's figured it out, but someday.
I've read some of her earlier books.
What's that?
I read some of her earlier books, and you can really tell that her writing craft has improved.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope that happens to all of us for sure, you know, especially once we're all like not working other jobs and we have the time to study it a little bit more.
Yes.
My mom said she was going to shout me out in her school newsletter. Okay, Mom, but there's, yeah. Ooh, well,
maybe not.
It'd be okay to tell the other teachers, because there's probably some teachers I'm willing to bet who read romantic suspense, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Surprisingly, you just run into so many teachers who are actually writers, who are writing, you know, or at least fooling with a book on the side, hoping to publish someday kind of thing. They're not in a big hurry or anything, but like a lot of us, you know? I don't know if it's because we're just so deprived working with children all day. I'm not quite sure. I like to focus on emotions more than physical act. That's why erotica bores me. Yeah. Megan Pierce, LOL. Okay, so Tisha, gotta make it so it's not gonna bore Megan Pierce.
Oh no, if it is erotica, you've got to make it so that it does bore her. If erotica bores her, go for it.
If erotica bores her, why? Because you don't want her to enjoy erotica?
No, because if you're not boring her, you're probably not writing erotica right.
Oh, I gotcha.
I hope. I might not make sense anymore. It's 11:15 and it's past my bedtime.
I know we went a little late today. Okay, well, then we should wrap things up. So, thanks everyone for joining us. We didn't even talk about food today, so that's good. Mystery erotica. Yes, thank you, Megan, for explaining. I definitely got that from Ellie. I got it right then. Worst reason it's erotica. Yes, mystery erotica. Very cool. Okay. So it's like romantic suspense, but you're just really having some spicy scenes. Well, we can't wait to hear more about it, Morningstar. That's great. All right. We should probably head out. Do you think, Ellie? We're going to be here Saturday. Saturday should be good. I apologize. I was not there last Saturday. Did you end up having a great Saturday?
I think so.
When I left,
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Some kind of gum or something got stuck in my throat. Okay. Well, let's head out, and we will just see you all on Saturday, and hope you have a good writing week.
Have a great week, everyone.
All right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. Hope you got words in. We'll talk to you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.